So, Spider-Man Homecoming was a fun little movie, wasn't it? It had some good action, and it tied into the other MCU stuff quite well, right? I mean, it's a bit ridiculous that this is the second reboot this character has gotten in the last 10 years, but oh well. However, one thing that has kind of pissed me off when hearing people talking about this movie over the last few months is having to look at this monstrosity. Who looked at this thing and said, "Yep, that's good enough, guys"? I mean, on the surface you have things like Spider-Man looking fake as shit, the stupid lens flare under his chin for some reason, and the burning debris on the right-hand side. Like, really, what's that about? Do they have really rude neighbours or something?
Hey, excuse me. Could you stop burning leaves for a bit? We're trying to make a movie poster over here.
But even if you want to ignore the obvious stuff, this poster is just a mess and leaves me asking, why? Why is Iron Man at the bottom of the poster when he's clearly flying? Why is everyone looking in different directions? Why is everyone's head a different size? Why is Spider-Man in profile? He's the character whose fucking name is in the title of the movie and we can only see half his face! Also, what the crap is he even doing? At least with Iron Man, it's obvious what he's doing. But what's with the weird lurching forward pose? He could be doing anything. He could be swinging from a building or fighting bad guys. But really, he looks more like he's desperately trying to get into the poster.
Hey, Spider-Man? Could you just lean forward a bit because we can't see you otherwise?
There's also weird decisions they've made, like having the Washington skyline in the background when clearly none of the characters are actually there. Having this guy with a blowtorch on Michael Keaton's shoulders so it looks like he's about 6 inches tall. Depicting the Washington Monument during that part of the movie where a helicopter flies over, which seems like a good idea on paper, especially since most people will probably remember seeing that in the trailer. But it's such a small part of the poster that the helicopter just looks like a speck of dirt. It's like they had 50 different ideas for this poster and they decided to use each one of them. It's like the poster equivalent of the Phantom Menace. But on top of that, what does this poster really tell us about the movie? It gives you a very basic idea of who's in it. Most people probably know that that's Spider-Man, that's Iron Man, and could probably guess that that's Peter Parker. By the way, there's some weird cloning going on here. Iron Man and Tony Stark I'll forgive, and if you've seen the movie you'll understand why. But if you hadn't seen any of the other MCU films, this poster might fool you into thinking that Tony Stark is the bad guy. I mean, he's the most prominent character after Spider-Man. He's standing over Peter with fire all around him, and there's an image of Vulture right in front of him. I guess the idea with him standing over Peter is to show he's watching over him since he's his mentor in this, but with the fire around him, it just looks more foreboding than anything else. But what's really frustrating about this is they had a good poster for this movie. Okay, I'm not quite sure why the cameraman took this at such a wonky angle, but otherwise it tells you all you need to know. It's simple and to the point. It's Spider-Man, he's a kid, and he works for the Avengers. You don't need anything else. Well, okay, a title might be useful, but otherwise this is so much better to draw people into the movie without giving away too much. So do you guys know of any other bad posters you'd like to talk about? Like this one from the movie Gone? What the fuck is this? I like how it looks like the negative space is about to stab her in the eye, and the lighting is so bright that they put the tagline on her hair. I wonder what no one believes her about. Maybe it's the fact that there's another 6-inch high man on her shoulder. Or there's this one from some movie called Victory, where they just look like a vase, or they've got arms made of rubber. Yeah, I know it's supposed to look like a V, but it just looks stupid. Yeah, so if you want to talk about any of these posters, well, I guess go talk about them in the comments or something, because I don't really give a shit. Yeah, so this was a bit of a different kind of video, wasn't it? Probably not going to make anything like this again, because it was just that one poster I've wanted to talk about for a while now. Might review some real movies next time. Yeah. Bye.